everybody, Mike Foster with Transformational Consulting. I'm going to give you a little bit of information today and show you a few things for some activity-specific type mobility things that I do. I do them personally because they help me out a lot. They might help you out as well. So for activities involving a lot of rotation, a lot of movement from shoulders, a lot of movement from the thoracic spine and the lumbar spine. Before I go into it, I'd like to do a nice warm-up. So I'll show you 3 different activities, maybe 4. I'll go through them, but when you take a look at the information on the video, you'll have a breakdown of recommended sets, repetitions, hold times, and so on and so forth. So let's go through some of these right now. Right? You do not necessarily need a foam roller like I have here. They're really nice, really handy, inexpensive online. You can always use a rolled up yoga mat to accomplish pretty much everything that I'm going to show you today. All right, so all these movements will be on the floor. And so we're going to go onto the floor. And the first, with the half foam roll or your yoga mat, we're going to do an opener for the chest and a little bit of mobilization for the spine. Right? To start this, you just put your tailbone on one end and you just lie on the other end, arms open, and just try to relax as you try to flatten your lower back into the half foam roll and get your chest open. I have people spend probably 1 to 3 minutes here, and this is just a relaxation position, just a starting of movement. Okay. After this, after the time you spent with just this chest opener, I often go into what's called the open book. So we'll roll onto one side. Okay, I move the foam roller over. It's for my head. And then we just position like this. Right? You'll get a back view and you'll get a top view of me doing this. And it's just with the knee tucked here, legs straight. We're isolating a little bit of lumbar spine while we mobilize the thoracic spine and shoulder. So with the open book, it's just open. Pause when you're out. Make sure you follow it with your head. And then come back. Okay, I'll do one more. Make sure you're breathing. So you should probably exhale and hold. And then inhale on the way back. All right, next version of what we're gonna try is I wanna really get your thoracic spine to extend. So we have that foam roller or yoga mat. It's going to go perpendicular to your spine. And just below the shoulder blades, you can move it up and down, but in this region right here. And all you do, it's another passive movement trying to get thoracic extension and getting you to open up is you just arch over top of that, keeping your knees bent and trying to get your hands up by your head. And it's just a passive hold and breathe. Okay, 30 seconds to 3 minutes, whatever you can tolerate. Just trying to get your spinal movements and your shoulder movements going. All right, so there you have it. That's a free activity warm-up that I typically do, especially before I golf. There's a couple other things. Swimming is another one that requires a lot of rotation movements and shoulder movements. But it's a good warm-up set of activities for you to do. All right, get to work.